Hi, now let's continue talking about addition. How to add two-digit numbers with two-digit numbers or with one-digit number. And don't forget that we are using our last book 2C. Okay, be careful that we are focusing now only about addition. So let's start. Here we have an example. We have Tim. It is his birthday. He is 6 years old. His brother is 11 years old. His brother is 11 years older than Tim. Now his mom, she is 31 years older than Tim. But he is 61 years younger than his grandma. So his grandma is older than his mom and his brother and him. Later, we're gonna find that we have somebody else who is older than all of them. Now, our question is, how old is Tim's brother? This one. I need to find his age. If Tim is 6 years old and his brother is 11 years older than him, how can I find his age? What shall I do? Okay, I'm gonna add them together. 6 plus 11. When I add 6 plus 11, now how can I do addition? Remember when I told you before in our previous video that when we start adding, we will add tens with tens and ones with ones. That's what we are going to do right now. I'm gonna add the tens together and the ones together. And I added a blue color for the tens. Also a red color for the ones. Let's start adding. Nothing plus 1 equals 1. 6 plus 1 equals 7. So my answer is 17. 17 years old. I found the age of Tim's brother. What about his mom? She is 31 years older than Tim. But Tim is 6 years old. How can I find her age? Again, I'm gonna do the same way. I'm gonna add them together. 6 plus 31 to find her age. Again, I have to add tens with tens, ones with ones. Let's start. Nothing plus 3 equals 3. 6 plus 1 equals 7. And again, the blue color represent the tens, the red color represent the ones. So the answer will be 37 years old. This is the age of Tim's mom. What about his grandma? Let's go to the next page. If Tim is 6 years old and he is 61 years younger than his grandma, how can I find her age? To find her age, again, I'm gonna do the same way. I will add them together. 6 plus 61. And when I add, I'm gonna add tens with tens, ones with ones. I do not have here any 10. Plus 6 equals 6. And the ones, 6 plus 1 equals 7. So the answer is 67 years old. This is her age. Now here, we will start talking about grandpa. They say that Tim's mom is 37 years old and his grandpa is 40 years older than Tim's mom. So I'm comparing here with his mom. If the mom is 37 and the grandpa is 40 years older than the mom, how old is Tim's grandpa? How can I find his age? By adding. I'm gonna add these two numbers together. And when I add, I will use the same procedure. Tens with tens, then ones with ones. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 plus 0 equals 7. Here we have more questions, and we're gonna use the same procedure. Start adding the tens, then the ones. Okay, you're gonna find here that we have two questions that they have more details. To do these two questions, please revise the previous video that I attached. Don't forget, when you start adding tens with tens, find your answer, ones with ones, find your answer, then add them together. Also here, the same way here. Please write your answers and send them to the Microsoft team, like every time. And don't forget, do not do this part. This part we're gonna take it later when we start talking about subtraction. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day.